So I fell off the planet a little bit and I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. I have a lot of news, a lot of new things coming up, a lot of things that happened, things I need to catch you up on. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start with why I haven't been around for a while. I've mentioned this before in other videos a while ago that I've been very busy. And yeah, it has been very, very busy. A lot has to do with work, also with my little guy Zane. I'm either working or I'm with him, so it doesn't leave a lot of time to make videos or go running for that matter. Also, the last time I put up a video was my update in July. I was still very optimistic. I was taking it a little bit easier because of my Achilles tendon. But right after I put up that video, I figured I needed some rest. And my Achilles was hurting even during the day when I was walking. So I needed some rest. After resting it for quite some time, it was still hurting. I saw a doctor and searched for a physiotherapist that does shockwave therapy. So I got a new physio. He asked me straight away when my next run would be, and I told him January. He kind of looked at me a little bit worried, but he said, well, let's set that as a goal and work towards that, and work towards you running longer distances and maintaining or keeping the pain under control. Not really getting rid of the pain, because he's like, it's one or the other. I was just happy that he didn't say, oh yeah, that's not possible, that's not going to happen. So very happy to say that I've been training. It's taken a long time, going from like short distances, building up to see where that point would be, where it would start to hurt too much, and then we would have to take a step back. It never got to that. I just kept on building up, and I'm happy to say I ran a half marathon last week. Now, like I said, I'm training for a marathon, but halfway through my training somewhere, my mindset kind of changed. I'm no longer training for a marathon. Well, I am training for a marathon, but that was not my focus. My focus was running a half marathon and being able to get up the next day and walk without pain, or at least be able to get to a start line for the marathon. Seeing that the marathon that I'm running is part of the Dopey Challenge. The Dopey Challenge, for if you don't know, is 4 races in a row, 4 days in a row, running a 5K, 10K, half marathon, and then a full marathon. So what I really need to do is to be able to run that half marathon and still get up the next day and run a full marathon. Now, I'm not that worried about running a certain time for that marathon. I'm just going to take it easy, enjoy the marathon. But I need to be able to run. I need to be able to run without pain. So my goal was to be able to run a half marathon, and I did that last week. And the next day, I was okay. I'm not going to say it didn't hurt. It took a little bit more time to get over it, to get out of the stiffness from my Achilles, but still, I could have ran, I think. I still have some time left to train, although it's not too much, but I feel that I'm getting there. So yeah, so far I'm very happy with my training. I'm looking forward to getting to that Dopey Challenge. Now, the Dopey Challenge, like I said, is 4 days in a row. It's at Disney World, and it's always amazing. It's going to be my 3rd time, but it's been 5 years since I've run the Dopey Challenge or even a Disney run. So I'm really looking forward to running at Disney, seeing my friends there, seeing all the Disney runners, the atmosphere. I just love those races. Also, the costumes. We're going to be doing costumes, and I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm working on 4 different costumes because there's 4 races. My friend Michael has kept the tradition alive to try and run with people in costume themes. And yeah, he already came up with some themes for the races. So I've been trying to sort that out, getting stuff together for that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. My training has been a little bit different because of my injury. I started out with the shorter distances and slowly building up. My focus hasn't been on speed, although I've been trying to keep up the speed a little bit because of yeah, what I gained at the beginning of the year. I kind of wanted to see if I could hold on to that. Although for the marathon, I'm not worried. For the other race, I'm not worried either. It's just that I do still want to qualify for Boston at some point. My last video, I was still hoping to maybe run in Iceland or somewhere else to qualify for 2025. Now that went out the window right after I made that video, so there just wasn't enough time to heal and still run that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and qualify for 2026. There is, however, still a slight chance for 2025, and that is through the ballot. There is a small ballot that you can enter through running challenges from that Abbott puts up, Abbott Global Run. Also, if you have more than 4 stars, as seeing that I ran 5 of the 6 majors, I have 5 stars, and then they allow you to enter a ballot as well. But I think there's only like 150 bibs that they give away. I'm not sure the amount, but it's something small like that. So chances on getting in through that are very slim, but yeah, still a tiny chance. And the draw for that, I think, is November 27th. So that's next week or this week. So yeah, we'll find out if I can still run 2025. Although, yeah, got my fingers crossed, but I don't have my hopes up. Another thing that's been different in my training is that for the past 2 years, I've been running intervals, trying to get rid of my knee injury. I've been running intervals, and even my races, my last couple of marathons, I've been running intervals. And now with my Achilles, I've been trying to just keep running and not stop. And last week when I did my half marathon was the first time in probably over 2 years that I ran a half marathon without stopping. So I was very excited about that. I ran it in 1 hour and 42 minutes. So yeah, I'm very happy to know that I can still run that way without having to stop, having to take the breaks. According to my physio, I'm better off running that way instead of doing the intervals for my Achilles. So we'll see how that goes during the marathon. He says if it really hurts, then take the breaks. But if you can keep going, try and keep going. So we'll see. I'm going to be filming. We're going to be stopping for the photos as well. So yeah, we're all going to have to see on the day how that goes. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing my first fun run in a very long time. Now at the beginning of the year I always set goals. This year one of the goals was to run more fun runs. Yeah, that didn't happen. I hardly ran any fun runs this year, and yeah, the reason for that is obviously because of my my injuries. So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's run. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's close to where I live. It's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime run, and not a lot of people are going to get to run it. It's the Blankenberg Tunnel Run. It's a new tunnel that's going to be opened, I think, sometime next month. Right now it's not open yet, and we get to run through the tunnel. It's a 10K. And yeah, once the tunnel's open to traffic, that's never going to happen again. So it's a once-in-a-lifetime run, and I'm very excited to be running it. I also have another Disney run coming up, because not only are we going to Disney World for the Dopey Challenge, but we're also going on a Disney cruise. And the Disney cruise is going to take us to Castaway Cay, where I'm going to be running a 5K. Now, in 2018, I ran the Castaway Cay Challenge, which was part of the marathon weekend. This time, yeah, there's not going to be that many runners. There are people that are going to be running it as well, but I'm mostly just going to be by myself, I think. We're going to have to see how that goes. It's a little bit different, but it's another Disney run, and we're going to get a medal for it, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So besides marathon weekend, we'll be doing the cruise, and we'll be traveling in Florida. So yeah, that's not going to leave a lot of time for training and running probably. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that when we're traveling. So that's also why I wanted to get as much distance in my training before we leave, because yeah, we'll be traveling, we'll be eating as well. I've been trying to watch what I eat. I know once we're traveling that normally kind of goes out the window, especially when we're going to be on that cruise. The food's really amazing, so that's gonna, yeah, be a little bit different than my normal training for the marathon. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to our trip, to all the things we're going to do, going to see, and of course the races. Now all of this will hopefully also give me some more time to make some more videos and to edit them. I just haven't had the time to do it. I shot 2 shoe reviews back in July. I just haven't had time to edit them. Seems kind of pointless to do it now because they're not new shoes anymore. Also, I've been doing night runs. So when I'm out at night, it's dark, it's hard for me to film. I'm not doing the intervals anymore, so I'm not stopping during my run. So everything's just making it a little bit tougher to make videos than it was before. But now with some free time coming up, our travels and everything, I'm looking forward to getting back into things and making some more videos. Now I do have some fun things planned for videos, and of course all the traveling, the races that are coming up. I hope you want to stick around for those. Make sure you don't miss any of them. Now until next time, get out there and run.